PCS process is not always fun and can be frustrating when you're doing that permanent change of station between totally different places across the country. My first PCS move was from South Carolina to Alaska, right? So I'm like driving a 10-month-old baby and my wife across the country and then taking a ferry up the Inside Passage to Alaska, driving through the Yukon Territory to go up and around this like mountain range to come back down. All of this, like, at the same time I'm thinking I'm going to start a new job, I need to get connected, I've got to find housing, I'm going to need temporary housing while I get there, also just need to get plugged into a community. All those things are on your mind. So housing becomes a big component of making sure that works smoothly and you're not like wildly stressed over where you're going to live. Oftentimes you have limited time to do that. Veterans will talk about permissive TDY, so in advance of a PCS move, you can sometimes be granted leave to go and search for a home, but you're also pretty limited there too. You don't have a ton of time to do that. In my case, when I got to Alaska, I had a period of time, I can't remember exactly, we're talking almost 2 decades ago, but I want to say it was 4 to 6 weeks to figure out my housing situation. So like when I hit the ground, I needed to find a great real estate agent that understood the VA loan product, and I needed to find a mortgage lender that could help me with a VA loan. I found both those things. They were adequate. They weren't amazing, but being in a military community, it's pretty great. There's a lot of turnover of housing, so people are PCSing out as you're PCSing in. So there's a lot of opportunity there to pick up a housing option. When you're PCSing, big things you can do that will benefit you. Get pre-qualified and pre-approved for your financing early and discuss your game plan with your loan officer. Just make sure they know what you intend to do. Do you have funds available, money available to pay for some closing costs, which closing costs are different than a down payment. So like you mentioned earlier, there are some things you might need to come up with. Are you connected with a real estate agent that you can trust? That's another place where, another shameless plug, Veterans United, we connect folks with our real estate partners through Veterans United Realty. It's actually a referral network, so we just can connect you with someone if you need a veteran-oriented real estate agent to serve you that knows the product a little bit better. Of course, you can choose whoever you want to work with, but if you can find someone who's trusted and done it several times, it can benefit you. And then when you get into that offer making process, it can be a lot to digest. Once again, you want to have great people on your team that are helping you make those offers. On the timing piece, so I mentioned I had roughly a month, a little over a month to get that figured out. During that period, I've got a wife and a little kid, and we're basically in a hotel room for like 6 weeks. So you've got to figure out what you want to do, and you want to do it quickly. Yet another time where having a good mortgage lender, a good real estate agent are going to benefit you tremendously in getting that done quickly. But at the end of the day, the VA loan product is easily executable in that amount of time by people who are professionals at it. Just like any other loan products, you don't need to be strong-armed into using conventional loan or FHA loan or something that may not necessarily benefit you the same way.